You know, I haven't really had a bad time making these videos around Descendants like I fully expected I would. I thought I would be dragging making these, which is why I wanted to split them all up into several like videos. It's mostly just because I didn't think I'd have the heart to watch all these and make one big video all centered around it. But I'm not having a bad time. Kind of wish I made a big video around it. I'm not sure I'd call myself a fan quite yet, especially since I still want to see how I feel about the animated series after this video. But I am warming up to Descendants. But even if I'm not quite as much of an avid fan as some of you are, I will still watch these movies just to listen to the music. I mean, like, it kind of feels like it is with the Sonic fandom. Say whatever you want about the games, but don't you dare diss the music. Peak, like, Mozart wishes. Before I get into this video, I want to talk about what I want to see from this movie. There was a lot of changes in the last one, and I'm hoping they try something different. First of all, I don't want the plot to center around men, I do that all the time, Ben and Mal's relationship. We've done that, we've seen it, they fully explored it, I think we're done. I feel like it has reached its logical end. If anything, they should focus on the main group and how they work together, you know, and Ben can just be there. I wanna see Jay and Carlos and Evie have more spotlight in this one. Second, I have very little doubt in my mind that Uma will return. I'm not sure if it's going to be in this movie, but I at least want them to touch up on it. That was a really big thing that they left, that they didn't finish in the last one, especially with how boring the ending was in the second movie. How she just went, okay, bye. I just want to see what Uma's up to. Third, I would like to see more Peter Pan settings. This is an oddball one for me. I don't know, after seeing Captain Hook's son, Harry, in the last one, I feel I didn't get enough. Maybe I just want more pirate fantasy. Finally, I want them to stop focusing on Fairy Godmother's wand. I mean, my goodness, like, come on, there's other magic items we can focus on. The wand is neat, but let's at least pivot our attention to something else. Okay, now that we've laid down the groundwork, let's see what this movie is all about. We're greeted with aerial views of forest while Mal summarizes what happened in the first two movies, which already gives me hope because typically when they speedily summarize what happened, it means it's time for something new. And some kid shows off how cool he is, and everyone gets excited that one of them will be taken to Auradon. Now the crew aren't outcasts anymore, they're welcomed by a whole dance performance. You know, I'm surprised everyone on this isle knows how to dance so well. Is it just mandatory when living on the isle? And they really want to show off that $15 million budget. They got a helicopter for aerial shots, and now they're showing off this big set, even bigger than some in the last movie. Like, okay guys, we get it. You're getting that bag. We're happy for you.
I honestly wish we could take you all with us.
Yeah, we're gonna be back here so many times, you're going to be so sick of us.
So sick of us.
If they gotta do a song and dance every week, I'd get sick of you too. They pick 4 new students for the fancy prep school. Wait, hold on. Are all these villains on the Isle just okay with this? I mean, they're villains. They are known for having massive egos. I figured they show at least some villains pulling their kids back and saying, "No, you can't go to Auradon. Don't you dare think of going. I care more about my feelings than I do about your future." You know, typical villain stuff. It's not important. Let's move on, I guess. I don't know. Ben and Mal are concerned about what Uma is up to and are on constant lookout for her.
Thank you so much for coming out to welcome our new arrivals.
Not like we had a choice.
Oh, so it's the royals that are upset by this. Okay, so as long as they touch on it, I'm fine. Man, every time I bring up a critique, they deliver in like 1 minute. Crazy. And Ben proposes to Mal while they're still in school. Really? Okay, sure. She says yes. It's very happy, I guess. But the daughter and mother of Sleeping Beauty are not happy about this, especially since she used to date Ben and wanted the throne.
Congratulations. You won him fair and square. Oh wait, no you didn't. You spelled Ben to destroy all of Auradon.
Oh, wait, that's right. Ben never actually went and talked to his ex-girlfriend. He straight up just left her out cold. Bro, that is savage. Yeah, she deserves to be angry. I didn't even think of that. I mean, she was annoying and vain and self-centered, but I mean, she definitely didn't deserve that.
The only reason they should be opening that barrier is for putting Uma back in, not letting more villains out.
Ugh, typical. They never want to reform and reintegrate the villains. They just want to lock them and incarcerate them while acting like they're high and mighty, because it's so much easier to just forget that they're people too. And then Hades tries to escape.
I am a god!
Wait, you're right. You are a god. And you're saying fairy magic is keeping you from the underworld? Man, you're probably the most pathetic villain now. It's okay, Mal throws him back into the barrier. And surprise, surprise, little Miss Forgotten Princess breaks into the museum to steal the evil queen's crown. And also Maleficent's staff? Guys, why is this out in the open? Those should be locked away from the public, not in a museum. This time, that does not belong in a museum.
We can't risk having another villain on the loose.
I'm supposed to protect Oridon.
You did. Every time we open the barrier, we're exposed to danger.
Yeah, it seems like a real problem. If only they had a whole arsenal of magical artifacts that they can use to help them with these clearly more powerful villains. It's almost like choosing to demilitarize yourself and not properly demilitarize the villains was an awful idea.
I think that there can't be any more going in and out. I think that we have to close the barrier forever.
No! Dang it, no! They'll just develop a society and civilization themselves, and they'll either retaliate once they reach a position of power, or there will be so much crime that it'll be a problem in itself. Guys, you have magic! And ex-girlfriend makes a quick stop to Mal, and it just shows how much of a rookie she is being a villain. She had the advantage of anonymity. She turned off the security system at the museum so she wouldn't get caught. I mean, I don't get Oh. Okay, now I get it. My bad.
Audrey's out for revenge.
What should we do?
The only thing more powerful than the scepter is Hades' Ember.
Oh, like he's just gonna hand it over if you bloom back to the aisle.
Oh God. I know they needed to be her face, but gosh dang, I haven't seen face swapping that bad in a while. And while the gang is gone, what's-her-name goes to the regular people to, I don't know, vent?
Time out! Okay, but hey, before you do whatever you're gonna do, I was wondering if maybe you wanted a loyal boyfriend by your side, huh? Or maybe just a lackey to do your bidding.
Hang on. Should I make a joke about him being so quick to betray his people for power? Or should I make a joke about her being so desperate for a new boyfriend that she'll take an idiot? Leave in the comments, what do you think? I'll go back and delete this video, re-edit it and upload it. No, I'm not doing that.
Hey! I'm me again!
Evil magic doesn't work here. Kind of the point.
Oh, so technically there's two things more powerful than Maleficent's staff. And then their bikes get stolen. Short Stack knows where Hades' lair is, and so now while everyone else is trying to get their bikes back, it's just Mal and her. They try to steal the Ember while he's asleep, but that doesn't work.
Hi, Dad.
I'm sorry, did she just say what I think she said?
You abandoned me when I was a baby.
No, I left your mother.
This is the worst ship I have seen. Whose bright idea was it to bring these two together? I mean, ew. Maybe it was a blind date or something.
Give me the Ember.
You're only half Hades. The Ember won't do everything for you that it does for me.
So Mal gets the Ember and Hades warns that if she gets it wet, something bad will happen. And Miss Queen of Nothing wants to get Ben to take her back and for her to be queen again, and so she decides to turn everyone to stone. And when they leave, Hook Jr. and Dunderhead jump out. And then my girl Uma is back, boys! That's what I'm talking about!
Guarantee me every single villain kid who wants to can get off the aisle. Well, how about now?
Deal.
But Uma is gonna hold onto the Ember until Mal can make do on her promise. Smart, honestly. And Uma and Mal keep bickering about who's in charge, and it's kinda lame, like, come on. And they slowly try their darndest to learn how to be friends and set aside their differences, and Evie tries to be the mediator between them. They gotta test out if true love's kiss still breaks these spells, and turns out it does, wow. Out in the wild, Ben is now a beast. Carlos tries to Black Widow the Hulk and ends up doing the timeless trope of plucking out a splinter. And now the Beast feels better. Also, Jane sprays him with water from the Enchanted Lake, so he'll be fine. And now he's got a sick beard. And just when Uma and Mal were starting to become friends, they get trapped inside their house. And they work together to fight Audrey's magic, and it works. Yay! Friendship. I already don't like where this is going. There is this massive segment in the very middle of the movie where it just slogs through all this mundane, boring tropes. I am tired of the villain to friend trope. I wanted Uma to be the villain. She was a good villain, and you just want to take that away? You want to throw away her character? We really did not need them to be reformed. Yes, it works with the theme of the movie and the whole thing that Ben's trying to do, but like, come on. Do that with like every other villain. You were doing that already. You were solid there. You didn't need this. I mean, maybe have Dunderhead switch sides, but not Harry, Hook, and Uma.
I lied to you. The kids won't be coming off the aisle. The program is shut down. The barrier will be closed for good.
So we're saving your precious people for a lie? I knew it was a mistake to trust you.
Yay! That's what I'm talking about. Destroy those friendships! And then Short Stack throws the ember into the water and destroys it. And even her friends feel betrayed. Oh, wait, I didn't want that friendship destroyed. Whoops. Then they get turned to stone. Okay, so she tries to 1v1 Audrey using her dragon form, but she doesn't really have much of a chance, and Uma sees that she's not gonna win, and so she decides to help her by combining magic once again and reignite the ember. Then they do a sick spell clash, Harry Potter style, and knocks out Audrey. I guess that's it. She wins. Did I miss something? I mean, this feels like a real speedy resolution. Audrey is also following in her family footsteps and is stuck sleeping, maybe forever. Mal apologizes to everyone and everyone kind of just forgives her. And so they bring Hades over to help wake up Audrey.
When you guys tried to destroy the world, it's an error in judgment. But when it's one of us, lock them up, throw away the key.
Yeah, it's almost like we should work on reforming these villains or something. I don't know. What I have to say doesn't matter. I'm not saying reform all of them. I'm just, if they don't want to be reformed, but doing nothing and leaving them on an island is worse. Anyway, Audrey will be okay.
I'm sorry. I wanted to hurt you both.
That's a pretty terrible apology, I'm not gonna lie.
I have owed you an apology for a very long time now.
And so have I.
And perhaps I have owed you one.
Yeah, you do. All of you. You're all terrible. And Mal decides to give Hades a second chance at being a dad, or more like trying to forgive him for not being a dad, or something. There's something going on here.
I can't be Queen of Oridon. I've learned that you can't live in fear because it doesn't actually protect you from anything. You never know where the bad is gonna come from.
Just reinstate the magic. Oh my goodness. The answer is so obvious. This is now becoming so glaring of a problem, I cannot look away from it anymore. Why?
It's time that we take the barrier down.
We can't do that.
It's up to us, Dad.
Yeah, who's king now? Not you, geezer. And now the barrier is gone. That's such a stupid decision. I mean, I get it. Like, shoving them all out on an island isn't really much of a solution, and then bringing down the barrier was a good idea, but maybe not now? Maybe think it through more, get a council of people? I mean, like, you guys are in high school, right? Is that their age right now? They need some supervision. A little bit, at least a council. Weigh the pros and cons just a little bit. It's still filled with villains with natural magical powers. Hades is a god. Woo, dancing, togetherness, reuniting, I guess. Whatever. I can't believe what I just watched. Did they not focus on Ben and Mal's relationship? Yes, that was nice. Did Uma make a reappearance? Yes, but it wasn't really all that great and they ruined her character for me. And did they focus more on Carlos, Evie, and Jay? Also, yeah, not a lot, but also yes. It didn't really add anything to their characters. This movie sucked. And I know in the last one I said the ending sucked, but not really. This one sucked. All of it was bad. The direction of the characters wasn't interesting. They ruined Uma. I mentioned that 3 times, but I'm still upset about it. And that resolution was rushed. Worst part is, Audrey was a boring villain. She sat in one house, controlling everything else, not actually really engaging with anyone. She was possibly one of the most boring villains I've seen. How could they have messed this up this badly? I didn't even finish the script. My goodness. I was that upset about it. Wow. I guess I'm just improvising everything from now on. How do they even progress with the next movie? Where is the next how does this conclude? Is this the conclusion? Is this the ending of it all? I mean, they could do some things with, you know, trying to figure out how to reform the villains or reintegrate them into modern society, like kind of how with the Avatar comic books, graphic novels, that take place after they defeated the Fire Lord and then took down the Fire Nation. The comics, completely tangent. The comics for Avatar, awesome. You should read them. Like, there is some avenues that they can go down, but like with the second movie, they at least left an opening for us to think about what's gonna happen. I mean, yes, it was just Ben said, no, don't, this is wrong. And then Uma was like, fine, and then left. But like, Uma was still out there. We don't know if she's actually changing her mind. That was an avenue that we all expected them to develop on, and they did, I guess. Now it's just all avenues they can possibly proceed with is not exciting. I almost want them to backpedal on all of this. And now they've explored the whole, oh, I don't know about this whole reforming villains thing, that now if it's like, if they go down the path of, the big villains are trying to gain power again. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have brought down the barrier. Like, yeah, we've already explored that. I mean, like, we've already had the whole back and forth of, hey, maybe this is a bad thing. Oh no, it's a good thing. I have my morals. Well, I have experience. Like, that's done. We're done. We're through with that. That's boring now. This is an awful resolution. Like, if this is the last movie, then fine. But I don't want it to be the last movie. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, because I think this movie's garbage. I think it's terrible. The plot twists were only okay. The structure was bland. It was predictable. Not as predictable as the first one, I'll give it that, but still pretty predictable. I have social medias. You can follow me. Here's some videos you can watch. If you want to watch the last one, hopefully it's here if I remembered. If not, subscribe to the channel. Tell me is there any other Disney Descendants things you want me to cover? Yeah, maybe. I'm planning to do the animated series. Thanks for watching. Stay beautiful. Keep playing. Have I been saying that in my videos lately? Wow. I don't think I have. How she just went, okay, bye. That's my phone. That's my partner. Hello. Ooh, ooh, ma. Ooh, 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 ma. Ooh, 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 ma. Ooh, ooh, no, 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 no.